countdown clock right here. We're about to get started. If you've been here before, then you can just come back when the countdown clock hits 0. But if this is your very first lesson, then I got a couple things I want to talk to you about. All right, so if you weren't here last week, don't worry, you didn't need to be. We're doing a brand new song this week, and if you haven't played piano before, don't worry, we're doing 5 different levels. You can definitely do level 1. You are going to need to click on the PDF button right over there though, download the PDF and print it out, because that's all the music for all the different levels. Now, as you'll see in your PDF, in the upper right hand corner, it tells you what level that page is for. So on level 1, you're going to want to have that level 1 page, and then 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, you can just ignore those. Just stay on level 1 for the entire lesson. You will want to find the chart though that has all of the notes listed out with all the letters on it, because that's what you're going to use in order to play your piano along with me when I'm playing. So if we're playing Mary Had a Little Lamb, the track would go something like this. And as I'm playing it, I'll show you where all the notes are and where all the letters are. Don't worry about that. But then you're going to play along with me when I'm playing the track. Now, after we've done level 1, I'll show you everything you need so you can practice the song throughout the week. Then we're going to level up, and that looks like this. And now you can see we're on level 2, right? So at level 2, then it's going to get a little bit more difficult, but each time the track plays, I want you to just play the track that you're on. So if you're on track 1, if you're on level 1, then each time, you know, we're doing our thing, we're going. Each time we start that, I want you to completely ignore the notes that we're playing, and you just play your level. So you would play. Because that's going to work with, the track's going to work with your level every time we play it, no matter what level we're on. So we move on to level 2, 3, 4, 5. You just stay on the one that you're comfortable with. All right, so all of these lessons are completely interactive. That means we want to hear from you right now. So go ahead and click on the chat button right over there. Put in your name. You don't have to put in a password. And then you'll be talking with all the other students who are logged in right now, as well as some of my assistants who can help you and answer some of your questions. If you've got a question, though, that you don't think they're going to know the answer to, and you want to ask me personally, then type your question in the box below this video, and then you'll get your answer to your question directly from me. Now at the end of level 5, we're going to raffle off some prizes. These prizes change up every single week. If you're the winner of the prize, you need to let us know right away what prize it is that you want so we can send that out to you. You can tell my moderator, you can let us know at mailbag@learnpianolive.com, email us there. You can fill out the contact form and let us know, but just tell us what prize you want so we can get that out to you. If you're not the prize winner, or if you want to know how you can earn more points so you can be the prize winner, then just stay tuned after the lesson and I'll let you know. All right, you've been very patient. That's all I gotta say. It's time for the lesson. I hope you've got your PDF. You're ready to ask some questions. I'm ready to answer them. Let's go. Hey, welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com, everybody. My name is Jamin, and today we have a weird song on a weird day, at a weird time, in a weird country. So this will be interesting to see how many people are here. We had 2 people lined up to be the in-studio student, and both of them are gone because of today in America. There's this like football, not football, sorry, American football. That's where they put on the helmets and try to collide into each other. It's the big championship, so it's kind of a big deal here. And so nobody is here, but I'm here, and of course, as always, Kendra's here, and she's back from Las Vegas, right?
Oh yeah.
And how'd that go?
Amazingly.
Yeah?
Well, yes.
You've got a ton of stuff. Show us your bling.
Okay. Well, I have this hat, right? I have this bracelet. I have a ring. I have earrings.
And socks.
And I have these socks.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
cool. And you had a good time.
Oh,
you
yeah.
saw some
It was
magic
amazing.
shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
all
to
right.
see Celine Dion and Matt Franco, so that was amazing.
Wow.
Oh,
okay.
and I do
Celine
have-
Dion's like your idol, right?
Yeah.
Or was?
Oh, she is.
Okay,
Yes, she's
okay.
amazing.
That's awesome.
It was better live than on the CD,
Okay.
which is really
Yeah.
rare.
Yeah.
Usually it's
Right.
live isn't as good as the recorded version.
Right.
But I also have a 3-second fact.
Okay. Go
This
for it.
song, AuraLee, was used in 2 melodies of Elvis Presley songs, Love Me Tender and another song called Violet.
Indeed. Wow, nice job. Yeah, that's
you.
actually why we are doing this lesson today. AuraLee is not a song that anybody knows, but Love Me Tender is a song, and I wanted to do something that had to do with Valentine's Day before Valentine's Day. And next week, as you guys know, we're doing the Moana song, You're Welcome, and it's going to be the Facebook Live broadcast. So you all are just going to treat it like a normal, old, regular broadcast. You're going to show up here, but you want to tell your friends and maybe your enemies too to go like the learnpianolive.com Facebook site so that when we go live, then they'll be notified and then they can go and type your username, the username that you use to get into Learn Piano Live. Type your name in the comments section, and then that way you'll get one entry into our bonus raffle. So next week we're doing 2 raffles. One raffle is for our regular weekly raffle. That is just for students. The people who watch it live on Facebook won't be able to see that. But then we're doing a bonus one just for the people who had extra people commenting on the video. So anyway, Facebook Live next week. Everyone, the broadcast will be open to everybody, but only you people will have the raffle points and all the bonus stuff that goes with that. So let's jump into today's song and see what we've got. This is going to be, the first note is going to be a G. We're going to play any group of 3 black notes and then just grab the middle one of that and drag it down 1 note, like that right there. So we're going to play all those, grab that one, the middle one, drag it down, we'll land on a G. So now that you have that one, ignore all the other 3 black notes and we're just going to play that one. So we got that one, and then you have to immediately jump way up from there, up 3 notes to C. So that's, I think, the biggest jump of the entire song. But from there, you're just going to go down 1 note to get to the B, and then C, and then D, and then the same size jump down to A and back up to D. So we have G, C, B, C, D, A, D. It's going to take a lot of practice to get that much down, especially if this is your first song ever, because we've got kind of weird jumps in here. We do have, though, if you just grab these 2 notes here, you'll notice that's the same distance as that next jump that we have to do. So if you can kind of keep that in mind, not forget what those 2 notes are, then when it's time for that next one, you'll be all set for that next jump. So we have, and then move them both over. And then neath the willow tree is just going to be down 1 note, down 1 note, down 1 note, up 1 note, up 1 note. And along with the track, that would sound something like this. 2, 1, 2, ready, go. As the blackbird in the spring, neath the willow tree. So that's not too terrible. And then if you, I say that because I just played it. Maybe that was terrible for you. But try to get those first 2 notes are really the trickiest part of the whole thing, that big jump right there. And then the next section, all of that is what we just played. And then all of that right there is the exact same notes. Exact same thing. So you're just going to play that twice in a row. Then we have this whole next section is almost entirely E's. As you can see, we have all those E's right there. Those are all E's. And then that one's an E. So all you have in the middle there is that D, C, D. The rest of it is all E. So E, 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 D, C, D, E. And then at the bottom here, we've got another couple E's. E, E, F, E, D. And here's that weird jump again. D, A, D. It's that same difficult one that we had up here. That one, D, A, D, is the same one as this one down here. D, A, D. And then this line right here, what is that, the 4th line? The 4th line is the exact same thing as the end here. right there. So C, B, A, B, C. So you can probably play already most of the sections of the song. It's just trying to remember which sections go in which order and then playing along with the track, which is always the hardest part, is smoothing it all out. So you can probably get all the notes right now, but we got to work with the track to smooth it out. So let's try that. Here we go. We're going to play from the very beginning. Get ready on those first two notes, G to a C. Here we go. And a 2, and a 1, 2, ready, go. As the blackbird in the spring, 'neath the willow tree. And then do all that again, but different words. Sat and piped, I heard him sing, praising o'Uralee. Now here come all those E's, so get ready on that E, and you play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And then you walk down and walk back up. The very last line, this might be the trickiest part of the song, I don't know. And then D, A, D, and then walk down, 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 up, up. And that is the whole entire thing. So you'll need to practice that up with the track. But at the very beginning, you heard Kendra say that there was a guy, he lived a long time ago, his name was Elvis Presley, and he took all of these notes and made a love song out of it, which is what this has to do with Valentine's Day, is it's a love song called Love Me Tender. And here is Elvis Presley singing Love Me Tender, the same song, but with his own words in a movie. Here you go.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me long, take me to your heart. For it's there that I belong, and will never part. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me dear.
Yeah, so there's that guy. His name was Elvis, and he was kind of a big deal in his day. He's kind of like, I don't know, Justin Bieber? Is he still around? Is he still a thing? I don't know. I'm an old man.
Transitioning to level 2. This may be confusing to level 1 students, so please continue to practice the level 1 version, or visit learnpianolive.com/level 2 for a detailed explanation on how to level up.
All right, so here on level 2, we are going to try out the exact same notes, but this time it's written on the official intimidating lines and spaces called this is called the treble clef. And usually whenever you have any clef and you have the lines and spaces, it's called sheet music. So let's try this stuff out. Here we go. This is the lines and spaces, the treble clef, and this is all of the letters of each of the lines and spaces. This is any note that's on a line right here that happens to be the second line up. That'd be the first line. That's the second line. Anytime you have a note on the second line up, it's always going to be a G every single time. And from there, you just go line, space, and hey, thanks for your feedback. Now these links actually work now. Apparently for a few weeks now, those links have not been working, but now you can click on those and actually go to those places instead of having to type those in. But the first note we have right here is on that second line, and that is why written inside of it is a G, and that note is a G. Now, in later levels, I'm not actually going to put the letter names in for you, so you'll eventually need to just be able to read those, know that the second line up is always a G, or get to whatever notes you're wanting to play. But yeah, the first one's going to be a G, and we'll start with this G, I guess, right here, and then it goes up to a C, and then down to a B, and then up to a C. And this one, level, I think is actually easier than level 1 because you can see exactly how far up and down you're supposed to go. On level 1, it's just kind of like, go way up, and then you have to go find the letter that's way up, or go a little bit down, then you have to find out exactly how far. But this one, you can tell right here, we're on a line, and we would go up, if we count spaces and lines, space, line, space, and we're on that note. So we'd go up just 3 notes. So we go up 1, 2, 3. So you can just see visually exactly how far it's supposed to be. But anyway, enough of that. There's not anything significant in this song that we need to go over. Usually we have like ties or weird notes in there, but pretty much this one you're just going to follow right along with all of the letters and the notes. So let's try this thing with the track. If you're on level 2, this is your first time through, then again, you'll probably want to go to this link right here, learnpianolive.com/level2, so you can see how this goes. But if you're on level 1, just use this as an opportunity to practice the version that you already know or that you know part of. Here we go. And a 1, 2, ready, go. Sat and piped, I heard him sing, pray, sing, AuraLee. And now here's all those E's. E, E, E. Now, I guess if you wanted to, we could point out here that, oh, that's enough of that, thank you. We could point out that this note right here is hollow, and this note right here is filled in. The difference there being the hollow ones are the ones that you're supposed to hold on to for a little bit longer. So this one right here, the hollow one, is about twice as long as each of these. This would be worth a beat and a beat. This one right here would be worth like 2 beats. So it'd be like E, 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 E. Like that. So that's why you hang on to those for a little bit longer. They are hollow. And the one at the end here and here, those are super, super hollow with nothing, no stems or anything. So you hold on to those for a long, long time, exactly 4 beats, actually. So let's try that all one more time. If you're on level 1, just play your version right along with us. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and as the blackbird in the spring, 'neath the willow tree, sat and piped, I heard him sing, praising AuraLee. And then those E's, E, E, then last line, sunshine came along with the swallows in the air. And that's how all of that goes. So you get to continue to practice that on level 3, 4, and 5. But for right now, it's time for mailbag.
If you'd like to win an extra 750 points by being the mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson, or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
And this week it's from GreenBeast12, who says, Dear Jamin, how much do you practice? Well, if you're asking how much should you practice, then that is really between your parents and you. Usually, most of my students tell me that they're trying to practice like around 20-ish minutes a day. But I have students that practice like hours every day, and some students that really don't practice very much at all. So it's really up to each student in each family how much they're supposed to practice. But if you're actually asking how much I practice, I usually try to practice from 8:30 to 10:30 each night. So a couple hours each night if I'm not teaching lessons. So that's how much I practice. But this is kind of a big deal for me. So probably 2 hours a day might be a little bit too much to expect from Kids Learn Piano Live students, but I don't know. Some of y'all really surprised me. Let's level up.
Transitioning to level 3. This may be confusing to level 1 and 2 students. Please continue to practice your own level, or visit learnpianolive.com/level3 to understand how this level works.
All right, so here we are on level 3, and we're going to try playing a little bit of left hand with this. Now we had to split this up into 2 pages because of how big these staffs are. Now we were adding in the bass clef, like that guy right there. So that's what we're going to do with our left hand. So we got 2 lines here, and then 2 lines of the song are on the next page. But the notes aren't terrible. It's just going to be a C right here, lined up with that note right there. So we'd play as the blackbird, and then in is going to be lined up with that D. Actually, I'm going to play the melody up here. Oops. To get that out of the way of the left hand, because the left hand is going to be going up all the way up to a G here. And then G is going to be lined up with neath, and then C is going to be lined up with tree. So it'd be as the blackbird in the spring, neath the willow tree. Lined up like that. The next line is exactly the same thing, a C, and then a D, and then a G, and then a C. The next line is going to go C, E, F, C. And then this line right here is the same as the other 2 lines on the first page. So let's try that with the track. We'll just do left hand only. And if you're on level 1 or 2, you just play your version right along with us. Here we go. 2, and a 1, 2, ready, go. As the blackbird in the spring, beneath the willow tree, then sat and sing, praising AuraLee. And then the next page, C, and then here comes the E, then F, and then C. Shine came along with the swallows in the air. There we go. Now let's try both hands if you're on level 3 or 4 or 5 actually. Let's try both hands of level 3 here. If you're on level 1 or 2, don't worry about it. Just play your version. Here we go. From the very beginning. Ready, go. As blackbird in the spring, neath the willow tree, sat and piped, I heard him sing, praising AuraLee. Next page, and here we go. AuraLee. And the very last line, sunshine came along with the swallows in the air. All right, and that would be how you'd play both hands together along with the track, which means already it's time for level 4. Let's level up.
Transitioning to level 4. This may be unsettling to lower levels. Please continue to practice your own level, or visit learnpianolive.com/level4 for an in-depth explanation on how to conquer this level.
All right, here we go, level 4. This is all the exact same stuff that we had in the right hand. We've added in the chord symbols and stuff, but now we have kind of a crazy left hand. So this left hand is actually just the chord in most cases, but playing just one note at a time of the chord. So those 3 notes right there make up the C chord, which is this chord that's listed right there. So if you know the C chord already, you just play one note at a time, up and down and up and down, and that's the entire first measure. Now if you don't know the C chord already, or any of the chords, they're all listed on the next page. So the C chord right here is C and E and G. So those are the 3 notes that we're using during the C chord section. In just a minute, we're going to go to the D chord section, which is a D, and an F sharp, kind of a weird note for one of our songs right there, and then the A, So you'll expect to see lots of D's and F sharps and A's, and if you feel like the song is not difficult enough, you can always add in more D's or F sharps or A's during the D chord section. But that's what this is right here. D, F sharp, A, F sharp, D, F sharp, A, F sharp. And I should point out here that in case you're not in Clapple Academy yet, that this note right here, and this note right here, and this note right here are all sharps, because whenever you have a sharp in the treble or the bass clef, that sharp goes for all of that note for the rest of the measure until you hit that next bar line right there. All of those next ones are going to be whatever they said. So if they say that you're supposed to play a sharp right here, then all the rest of those notes are going to be sharp. If they say play a flat right there, then every time you have that note again, it's supposed to be flat. In this case, it's sharps, so they're all F sharps. So then left hand only for this thing would be something like this. If you're on level 1 through 3, play your version. Here we go. And a 2, and a 1, 2, ready, go. Now, this next one is going to be mostly notes from the G chord. If you're in Clapple Academy level 3, I believe you're starting to do guide tones. Nope, level 4, you're starting to do guide tones. So you know about a G7 already, this extra note. But that's what you're going to play for the G chord. It's mostly G and B and D, like I tell you on the next page to play, but got a little bit of extra spice in there. And then we're back to the C chord, and sure enough, we're playing C's and E's and G's there. So let's try playing through this whole entire thing. We do have an E chord right here, which is kind of odd. We've got a B and an E, and then this note right here is written as an A flat. That's an A, that's an A flat. That note is also known as a G sharp. And those are the notes of the E chord right there. So we have that one, that weird one, but the rest of them should be pretty straightforward. Let's try this thing. On your mark, get set, play whichever version you've been working on. 1, 2, ready, and as the blackbird in the spring, neath the willow tree. Second line, sat and I heard, him sing, praising AuraLee. The next line, third line, the AuraLee made of gold hair. Sunshine came along with the swallows in the air. That is a lot. Let's try that one more time. I'm going to try playing both hands at the same time. If you're on level 1 through 3, you play your version. If you're on level 4, good luck, friends. 2, ready, and set and play. I heard him sing, praising AuraLee. AuraLee, AuraLee. Sunshine came along with me. Mostly all right, but had a couple mistakes in there. But that's the way the level 4 should sound. And by the time you get to level 4, then you should be trying a little bit of this without the track. So try it with the track, and then if you take the track out and you're on level 4, and you can play along with the track so you know your rhythms are right, then you should be able to take the track out, and it'll sound pretty good on its own. So anyway, that's level 4. Let's level up one last time.
Transition to level 5. This may be terrifying to lower levels. Please continue to practice your own level, or visit learnpianolive.com/level5 for training on how to survive this level.
Okay, so this is super weird. We've taken away all of the letters, and now everything is numbers. And so this C right here is going to be a number 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1 again. So the numbers that we would play here would be something like 5, 1, 2, 1, 5, 1, 7, 1, 2, 6, 2, 1, 7, 6, 7, 1. And you can kind of tell by the up and down of the numbers whether those numbers are supposed to be going up, higher, or down, lower. But let's first address these guys down here, these M's that are showing up. So what happens is in the left hand, you're going to play mostly just the chords that are built on the number that's written there. So this whole section right here is all supposed to be the 1 chord. So the chord that's built on 1, the 1, and then every other note, just like that. Now the 2 chord would just be that thing. It's every other note straight on the 2. But this M right here tells you that you got to take the middle note up a half step. So this thing right here is going to become that note. So that right there is our major 2 chord. We're going to have the same exact thing happening right here, and the same exact thing happening right here. And then right here we've got one more weird one. We've got the 3 chord, which would be 1, 2, 3, every other note. But take that middle note up, because it also has that M on it right there. So we've got that one. So now we've got this chord, this chord, this chord, this chord, this chord. Wow. Okay, so we've got all of those ones in there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chords in here, and they're all major. Really weird. Usually we have at least 1 minor chord, but this one is all major. Let's try. I'm going to try saying just the numbers out loud as we go, and playing just the right hand. And if you're on level 5, then try to keep up with that. And if you're on level 4, 3, 2, or 1, you know what to do. And a 1, 2, ready, go. 5, 1, 7, 1, 2, 6, 2, 1, 7, 6, 7, 1. Next line, 5, 1, 7, 1, 2, 6, 2, 1, 7, 6, 7, 1. Then the last 2 lines, almost entirely 3s, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 3, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 7, 6, 7, 1. There we go. That is how you would play all of the numbers there. And let's try it one more time, this time with the left-hand chords. I'm going to try to call those out as we go. If you're on level 4, 3, 2, or 1, then ignore what I'm saying. If you're on level 5, you might want to ignore what I'm saying too, because when I try to do these numbers, I usually call something out wrong. But here we go. Let's try it. And this is the 1 chord, 7, 1, major 2 chord, 6, 2, 5 chord, 7, 6, 7, 1 chord. So far so good. 1 chord again, 7, 1, major 2 chord, 6, 2, 5 chord, 7, 6, 7, 1 chord. And then we're going to go up to 3, still on the 1 chord. And right here we're going to switch to the 3, major 3 chord. And then the 4, 2, 1, 2, 1 chord. 1 line left. 1 chord again, 4, 3, major 2, 6, 2, 5 chord, 7, 6, 7, 1 chord with a 1 in the right hand. Oh my goodness, I think I did it, and this time I'm going to take the applause. Oh yeah. So that is level 5, and that's how that would all go. And I believe that means that already it's time for us to find out who it is who won the gift card this week. So hopefully it's you. Here we go. you go, Jamie24, K-Dog, you are our chat winner this week, and don't forget to tell all of your friends they need to sign in, or no, go like the Facebook page, the Learn Piano Live Facebook page. You need to sign in next week. You need to comment with your username next week so that you can get points for the extra bonus raffle. See you then. Hey, you're still here. Me too. Well, here's what needs to happen next. First of all, click on the survey button. That is probably like right over here. Maybe if you're on the iPad, it's like down here below the video. Anyway, it's right around there. Click on that. Let us know how we did today, and also ask us any questions you might have about this lesson or about any other lesson. You might even be the mailbag winner if you include your name in that. And then after that, you're going to go to the music challenge, which is a button probably right up here, up above the video. And so click on the music challenge. You can come back every single day and fill out the code thing and get your points for doing that. So you got your music challenge thing to do after you do the survey. And then after you've practiced the song up, then go to the one up here that says, right over here probably, student videos, and then take a video of yourself on your phone or your iPad or whatever, and then send us your video, and maybe you could even be the featured video and you get points for doing that. And then if you have any questions, click the contact button that's also up there somewhere. Anyway, I don't know. But click on that. Let us know if you have any questions. And we'll see you back here next week. All right. Thanks for joining us. It was a lot of fun. See ya.